This is a very, very brief catch-up. Just finished working with a group of my regular U15 players. This is based at an academy, so at a centre of excellence where players are the best of their age group for that specific area. It's a very prestigious thing to be part of that group of coaches, and also to be chosen as a player from the centres of excellence, or maybe the boys' equivalent would be an academy. You would end up being scouted and watched, and hopefully eventually selected to play for your country. So it's for the youth players, the U17 players, it's a big deal. You know, the players who are under the age of 17, who don't get paid to play, and they do their learning at Centre of Excellence. I like these girls. They're nice girls. It's a real challenge for me to adapt my understanding in terms of what I understand of a player of that age. I'm working with 15s, and my experience of that age group is different to what I'm experiencing at the moment. There's a difference in passion and how it's shown, when it's shown. There's a difference there between this group of 15-year-olds and the groups that I've worked with in the past. I don't think it's a gender thing. I don't think it's because they're female players that they have a different take on how they should demonstrate their interest. It may be a geographical thing, I don't know. Today I worked very briefly with them on building play from the back, just working on the centre-backs, receiving from the goalkeeper. It wasn't a small-sided game. It was similar to a phase of play, but it was interesting identifying what they understand of what they're being asked to do. And I think it's a theme that I've had so far since I've worked with them. And so I think that my response to that as a coach has to be, how do I adapt my style? Because there's something with my communication which is preventing them from understanding what's being asked of them and why. I think a lot of coaches already do this, and I feel a little bit stupid that it's not something that I've had to do so much before, you know, to really, really explain the topic and explain the ins and outs of why. It's not something that I've had to do a great deal before. But I think what I'm learning working with these groups of players is that they expect that, and they generally do actually need that. You know, I think that there are times when the player may give you the impression that she can't do something, or she needs that information, but it's more likely that she's in a bit of a lazy mood, you know. But these players, I think generally that they do need that information from me. It's interesting. I'm learning a lot, and I think when you stop learning, there's a problem. So hopefully that won't ever happen. But you know, I think you have to work harder to work with more diverse groups of players, you know. So I'm learning a lot from these girls. I don't have any coaching tomorrow, but that's through choice. It's because I'm supposed to be going to see a friend. So the session that I would be doing tomorrow, I won't be doing. So I've got a few days, a good few days before I have to coach again. and I'll take that time to just relax a little bit, chill out, and reevaluate my style. And I think in doing that, you can only improve. You know, it's important that you review your performance as a coach, I think, because we don't get it right all the time. Some of us never get it right, but as much as we are player-centred or player-focused, I think there needs also to be a focus on our own performance, and for a group of players to generally be saying the same thing. It may be that it's trendy to say, I don't understand, but I think we should take it that if a player doesn't understand something, there's a likelihood that we haven't communicated it effectively. So we need to dig deep. We need to show a little bit more interest in how we communicate with players, regardless of their age, regardless of their background, and regardless of their gender. So that's my lesson for myself today. I've got a few days off, and I'll have a welcome rest, I think. So I'll update this little video blog in a few days' time after our game on Saturday, and let's hope we've won. So once again, thank you for tuning in and for staying awake for 6 minutes.